These two slots are our key and answers to knowing the future of Storm 4. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Poison Okami here. Me, myself, and I back at it again with another video. And today's video is going to be a very informational one and more of like a theorizing type thing, just purely based off of my pure excitement. So it came to my attention yesterday that when I was live streaming, that a couple of my followers and viewers, and even Sammy himself, so shout out to Sammy, his Twitch link will be in the description of the video. He sent me this link to this website right here. This is the Jump Festa, the Japanese Jump Festa website. I will leave a link to this in the description below in case you guys want to visit it. So right here, you can see that I'm on the main page right here. So I'm showing the main page. It's all in Japanese and a mixture of hiragana and katakana. So I cannot read a lot of it as well as the kanji. So I'm afraid I can't translate much of it for you. However, we can all see that the main titles are presented in their English or Romaji. So here we have the One Piece panel. We have just the main panel, I guess, that they want to show at 9:30. At 12:20, they have a Naruto and Boruto panel. And then they have, I think this is the Jump Force. So what plans they have for Jump Force in 2021? Or actually, no, this is the Jump Force one. I'm not sure what this one is. But anyways, as you may have gathered, we're not here for that. We're here for the Naruto one, so we're going to click on the Naruto one. So, Naruto Storm 4 players, we have a Naruto Storm 4 panel going on at Jump Festa this Saturday, 19th at 12:20. Now, I'm not sure if that's 12:20 p.m. I think that's going to be the Japanese time. So, because they're ahead of us, we may have to convert that to our own time zones. So I'm not sure what that is, but this is where you just do some Googling and figure out what time it is. But basically, we need to keep up to date with Jump Festa around on the weekend period. So I think for me, this will still be Friday within probably the afternoon PM hours. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, guys, do some research. See if we can try and figure out what the time zone is. I'm pretty sure this is the Japanese time. But this is on the 19th. So this is this Saturday at 12:20 in Japan. They're going to be doing an online panel. So I think it's all going to be online because, COVID and stuff. Usually Jump Festa is held in places. But if I remember rightly, I remember hearing this is all done online. But my main excitement and my main attention is pointed towards here. Naruto Storm 4. Road to Boruto has its own panel. Obviously, beside it, we have Naruto Shinobi Strikers, the Naruto X Boruto Barutage, and Naruto Boruto Ninja Tribes, which I don't care about these. These are just mobile games I just have absolutely no interest in. And Shinobi Striker, it's not really the game I'm interested in. But what I am interested in is this panel right here. So, a lot of you are probably looking at this and having a lot of mixed opinions. I, for one, have a very optimistic approach towards it. So basically, it was around a year ago, if I remember rightly, it was around last year, November, maybe December time. I remember it was last year in the winter time, we got announced the Momoshiki and Kinshiki DLC. I think it was announced last year December, and they announced it to come out in the April, and we received them in the April. And a lot of us are still playing Kinshiki, Momoshiki to this day. I know that I'm still playing Momoshiki. Very good addition to the game. And CC2 is aware of how well they did. On Twitter, they have been posting about how they've sold 16.5 million copies of the game since the game's release. And I'm pretty sure they're very well aware of all the sales they made on the DLC. A lot of people have bought Storm 4, and a lot of people have been buying the next generation's DLC for Momoshiki and Kinshiki. So I'm thinking they are feeling encouraged to release more characters. You're probably asking yourself, Yama, Poison, Okami, what characters are you thinking that they will release next? Who could they possibly release? They've released a lot of characters. Oh, I have a lot of answers for that, but let me give you my most realistic answer as to who I think will be released next. Next characters I think would be released would be Shikadai Nara, the son of Tamari and Shikamaru. I think Yurui, the boy from the Hidden Cloud Village who fought against Boruto in the Chunin exams, and adult Konohamaru. So Konohamaru when he is in his adult stage. So you're probably wondering why has he listed these three random characters? They have no connection, no link to each other whatsoever. Well, they have one thing in common. The one thing that they have in common, actually no, they have a few things in common. Let me get to these points. Okay. one point of interest number one, they're all from the Road to Boruto stage. As you may have noticed with recent DLC, they're going into the Road to Boruto. So Momoshiki and Kinshiki are from the Boruto era. They're Momoshiki and Kinshiki are they're from the Osatsuki clan. They're related to like Kaguya and stuff, and they are um they're like direct relations and enemies from that period. So then we have Shikadai, Konohamaru and Yurui. So the links that they have, again, they're from Roto Baruto, but also these characters, another thing that the three of them have in common in particular is that they have movesets in Naruto Storm 4 that aren't finished. Now, when I say this, a lot of you players who have been modding and hacking the PlayStation game, and even my PC players who have been using mods for the years, have been using Momoshiki, Kinshiki, Yurui, Shikadai, and Adok Konohamaru for a long time before Momoshiki and Kinshiki got released just last April. This means that we have been using a version of Momoshiki and Kinshiki that CC2 has not polished. Yet, so far, there are people out there, and I know people like Jerkflow Koto, Final Goku, just to name a couple of names. I think Discover Malice as well. I know that people like them have a mod on their game where they can actually access Yurui, Shikadai, and Adok Konohamaru. However, if you were to ask them, can you access all of their movesets? They will tell you no. If I remember rightly, I don't think they can access all three of their combos each. I don't think they can access grabs, and I don't think they can access ultimate jutsus. This was a very similar case to Momoshiki and Kinshiki. Momoshiki and Kinshiki may have had more in their movesets than Shikadai, Yurui, and Adok Konohamaru because they were boss fights. However, Adok Konohamaru, Yurui, and Shikadai, they are regular fights within the story mode. Therefore, their character movesets are limited. CC2 over the years have had this thing where they would put in a character model. So a very first example is Darui in Naruto Generations. Darui would be put into the game, but he was support only. He had a character model, he had movement, he actually had shuriken, and he had an air combo hit and a jutsu. That's all he had. He had no full combos, no ultimate jutsu, no tilt, no grab. He had nothing in Generations. Storm 3 comes out. They give Darui a full moveset and makes him playable. They can do the same for this character. Again, Momoshiki and Kinshiki, we could mod them into the game through whatever hacks that people were doing, but we weren't able to access the full polished movesets that we were given from them in April. This is the same concept for Shikadai, Yurui, and Adok Konohamaru. They are in the game. Their models are there. They can fight you. They have movesets, but the movesets aren't polished. CC2 can look at these three characters, polish these characters for you, and make them playable. This is why I am theorizing to you. I'm not saying this is fact. I am not saying to you that on Saturday they're going to tell us this. What I'm telling you guys is that what I'm saying right now is this is a very likely theory as to what can happen. I do have some more information in just a second that will prove my theory. But yeah, other theories that are, they could add previous stages from other games. We've had a very lengthy conversation on my live stream yesterday. Those of you who missed out on my live stream, be sure to follow me at twitch.tv/PoisonOkami. I'm currently on like 670 followers. We're getting very close to the 1K mark. So if you're absent on my Twitch, be sure to go ahead and give me a follow and tune in to the streams. We have some really good streams and some really exciting ones as we found out yesterday live that we are going to be getting Naruto Storm 4 at the Jump Festa this weekend. But yes, this is very exciting for us. Just things like that. Another option is like maybe they could bring past support types. So again, characters that have character models in previous games, movesets that aren't finished or aren't polished, they can be brought to the game and made playable. I'm talking about characters like Kurenai, Shizune, Anko, Ao, Kuretsuchi, Akatsuchi, Torane, Fu, like Chojuro. Like there are so many characters that we can make playable. Well, not we, but CC2 can make playable as actual full playable characters. But I mentioned an interesting name. I mentioned Chojuro. Now, this is Road to Boruto, right? They could actually, if they really wanted to, keep up to date with the Road to Boruto Kage and add Chojuro. If I remember rightly, Chojuro is the Mizukage of Road to Boruto. They could add him in his Road to Boruto form, give him a moveset, Done. Again, Darui. They might not necessarily have to give Darui a new moveset, but they can add in his new Raikage costume because Darui is now the Raikage of the Hidden Cloud Village in Road to Boruto. And then obviously we already have our Hokage, which is Naruto, Kazekage, that's Gaara, and then the Tsuchikage, who is Kuretsuchi. Again, they could add Kuretsuchi with her Road to Boruto outfit, give her a playable, give her a playable moveset. So with that said, you know, they can give these characters movesets. They can add them in like costumes and all that jazz. They could just do the works. These are just possibilities that CC2 could be doing. So they could just go all out and then add Yurui Shikadai, Otokano Hamaru, Chojuro, and Kuretsuchi plus Rotobaruto Kage outfit packs. You see how realistic this is beginning to sound now. So those of you who are still skeptical of me and are thinking, no, like this is what you're saying is not likely. I mean, again, it might not be likely. Again, this is all theory. I'm not sitting here and telling you this is fact. I'm telling you what a likely option is. They could just maybe introduce a 60 FPS feature for next gen consoles. They could maybe try and knuckle down on improving online stability. But as we know from previous updates, online stability improvements is a little lackluster. But let me bring you guys over to this webpage right here. So I have a Steam page up here where it's showing a very in-depth information on the Naruto Storm 4 page. It tells you about this app ID, the game, its developers, and everything, the publisher. CC2 Bandai. This is basically its version on PC. Now, don't be deterred, my console players, because this also affects you. They will not release DLC for one game and for one platform and abandon it for the others. Because I remember, I think when the next generation's DLC got announced, a lot of people were saying to me, Yama, this is just for Switch. And I told them, no, you're all wrong. CC2 would not just release DLC for Switch and abandon consoles. Whoever would think that, honestly, that's just so ignorant. Anyways, before I start getting into my feelings, if you look down here, here's a list of downloadable content they have planned and that they have released. Now, I want to give a shout out to my friend, The One of All. I'll put The One of All's channel in the description, even though he uploads like once a month. He is a very good friend of mine on the PC side, and he was the guy who introduced me and welcomed me to the PC side when I first started playing Naruto Storm on the PC and improving my experience. So yeah, big shout out to this guy. Anyways, so here we have a list of the DLC that we already have in Storm. So it's the pre-order DLC, which is Boruto and Sarada when they first came out. We have Shikamaru's Tale, so this is Shikamaru's exclusive story that you can play. We have Gaara's Tale, which is Gaara's exclusive story. We have the Sound 4 characters, so when Toyuya, Sakon, Jirobo, and Kidomaru came out. Very exciting times. We have the Season Pass bonus, another Season Pass bonus thing, because I think there's like 2 types. And then traditional festive costumes. I think this is a thing for PC. I don't think console had this. The Road to Boruto expansion, when they added Road to Boruto, Naruto, Sasuke, Mitsuki, the alternate Sarada and Boruto's as well. And I think somewhere around in these DLCs, Mecha Naruto got added as a playable character. And then here we have the Road to Boruto Next Generations pack. Now, those of you who actually pay attention to me on my YouTube channel and have actually watched my previous videos when I was talking about DLC or future DLC for Storm, you may have seen that I've actually shown this webpage before. Before Momoshiki and Kinshiki came out, these 3 slots up here were all hidden. So right now we have a hidden Steam DB unknown app, which means this is content that they haven't fully finished yet, that is in planned. Again, we have another one here. Before Momoshiki and Kinshiki came out, there were 3 slots. Now there's only 2 because Momoshiki and Kinshiki, the Next Generations pack, takes up an entire slot. I was talking to some of the PC players, and some of them was disagreeing with me. They're saying, oh, maybe Momoshiki would take up 1 slot here, Kinshiki would take up 1, and then the costumes would take up another. And I told them that they were wrong. Now, the reason why they're wrong is because full expansion packs take up full slots. And as I theorized, Next Generation's DLC takes up a full slot. Which means, guys, there is a potential that there are still 2 more DLC options available for release. And I am pretty sure that this Saturday, 19th at 12:20, oh, someone's inviting me to play Storm, at 12:20, this slot here or this slot here will be made into DLC. I am certain for my own self. I am theorizing. I'm very confident that one of these slots is going to be made to DLC. And when the panel gets shown, hopefully they will announce and prove my theory correct. Now, as you can see, the last update on this panel right here was only 4 months ago. So they tweaked this information right here. Let's see. They last updated this information on the 1st of September 2020. That's 105 days ago. 105 days from the moment I am recording this video. And I'm recording this video and I will be uploading it to you guys as soon as possible. Hopefully within the same day. So guys, I like to think that this right here, or even this, it'd be better if it's this, because look, this was last tweaked 2 years ago. So this was last messed with and considered in 8th of August 2018. Now, this could mean anything. This could mean, oh my god, I'm getting like so many notifications. This could mean that it could have been DLC that they've already kind of changed and polished, and this just got abandoned. Or this means that this could still be DLC that releasing. This could be the Yurui, Konohamaru, and Shikadai pack. Because you got to think, if they're releasing those 3 characters, they will do them together as a pack. Not only will they do them as a pack, but they will also include costumes, other cosmetics, right? You know, like ninja info cards, you know, just interesting stuff. So one of these 2 slots will be that. But guys, a lot of people were saying Next Generations will be the last DLC. I said nay to all of you guys who said that Next Generations, because we still have 2 more slots, and I've been knowing about this for the longest time. These 2 slots are our key and answers to knowing the future of Storm 4. We may not pinpoint exactly what will come, but I'm telling you, I am pretty certain, I am sure that this will provide us with future DLC for the game. And like I said, Shikadai, Yurui, Konohamaru, they're my 3 main guesses. All right here we have my boy Playco Armboy. So he actually just posted right here. So yeah, shout out again to Playco Armboy. I'll actually put his Twitch description in his Twitch link in the description. Playco has actually mentioned on Twitter, imagine if we got a new Boruto story, which interests me that Playco of all people would say this, because I thought Playco would be on the same page as me. He'd want more characters, he'd want more for the game. But actually, I reread what Playco said, and actually what he says isn't a bad idea. Because imagine if we did get a Boruto story expansion for Naruto Storm 4. You guys keep asking and keep wanting a Naruto Storm 4. Oh yeah, by the way, here's the English localization translation. Some of it doesn't quite make sense, but you know. But anyways, what if there was an expansion to the game and with its story? What if, because you guys keep talking about Naruto Storm 5. Guys, whatever you do, forget Storm 5. Storm 5, not happening. Impossible. Do you know why it's impossible? Because the story is ended. Shippuden ended, and Naruto Storm 4 ended with the Shippuden story. It is impossible for there to be Naruto Storm 5. If you guys want to know my take on whether there's going to be another Storm game or not, I made a whole theory video about what the next Naruto Storm game could be. I will put a card at the top right of the video so you can click on it and go ahead and check that out. But do not click on it just yet. Please watch and listen to everything I have to say before you go clicking on other videos and getting your information on what my theories are twisted. Right, Naruto Storm 4, Road to Boruto. This is the most important part of the I'm just going to close down this message because it's flashing and it's annoying me. This is the most important part of the game's title. We are no longer Naruto Storm 4. We are Naruto Storm 4 Road to Boruto. Road to Boruto is the added addition to the game. Remember in Storm 3 when we had Storm 3, but then we had Full Burst, and Full Burst added in a whole extended story to do with Sasuke, Itachi, and when they fought Kabuto, right? So this is exactly what Storm 4, but Road to Boruto is amazing because they can actually expand. Road to Boruto is a currently ongoing anime manga story that's happening right now as we are speaking. They can add story for this. They can add extra content. They can actually expand on Naruto Storm 4 if they wanted to through DLC. So, you're thinking, but Poison, I don't particularly want to play story. That's fine. I don't particularly want to play story too. I kind of know what happens, and you know, I'm a competitive player. But the benefits of a story means more character models to fight against, more movesets, more potential for playable characters in our favorite 3D anime arena fighter. If you really take a moment to stop and think about it, guys, all ideas are possible. All ideas are necessary. If you look in the comments here, you know, we've got people asking to fit next code and misinputs. Obviously, E in the comment, you know, it's just, you know, really on that. You know, Sammy's confirming it's Jump Festa this weekend. Jump Perfect Storm actually saying something really important is how having a rollback netcode would be important, or like a different type of netcode would be very important in this case. Or yeah, just adding more DLC characters. People are wanting all types of things from this, and more DLC characters is, I think, a more top priority. I think whenever they add more DLC characters, it is always a top priority. I feel like adding DLC characters is the main excitement for Naruto Storm. So guys, I have been rambling a lot. I've basically poured out my whole brain thought process to you guys. Thank you so much for all those of you who made it this far into the video and been listening to everything I'm saying. I like to think that what I've been talking about is very exciting news, and I'm going to be very excited and anticipating the Jump Festa stream. I'm going to try my best to catch that this weekend when it's going, because I really want to see what is going to be happening with Storm 4. Again, guys, we need to keep an open mind that there may not necessarily be DLC characters. It might just be a plain update. It might just be something simple. They might just be announcing maybe next gen features for next gen consoles. I don't know. It could literally be anything. But what I'm saying is, we can try to expect DLC, and I've given you guys reasons, hint, hint, as to why there's DLC characters. My name is Poison Okami. I do not work for CC2, and yeah, Jeanne.